welcome everyone, and welcome to All In United. I don't know why again a bit of a delay. All again a delay.
No,
Not really.
okay on
No, we
this.
did.
All right, yeah, because I found out again a little bit of a delay. All right, cool. So guys, Premier League action, right? And we had to travel to King Power Stadium to visit, this bogey team Leicester. We haven't beaten Leicester in a while, you know. But
Four games.
Yes.
yeah. But before we get into the thing and I see, Big Phil travels inside on the inside. We do want to say happy 60th anniversary to Trinidad and Tobago, 60th independence, sorry, to Trinidad and
Look, look,
Tobago. It
look.
was massive, and the Bajan, we do thank you for the warm wishes, man.
Appreciate that, Phil. He in
Yeah.
Mexico right now.
No. I think he back home in Toronto.
Okay.
All right. David Curtin on the inside. Good night, buddy. Thanks for joining, man. And we have Everson you early. That what we talking about, man. Good night to you too, and thanks for joining,
Good night,
buddy.
brother. Good night. Good night.
Right. So, fellas, without further ado, let me get into the mix, right? So just like against Southampton on the weekend, right? We played well in the first half, but nothing really special in the second half. Nevertheless, another clean sheet, another 3 points, another win away from home, right? And always is
Yep.
long time we win back-to-back games, especially away from home, right?
Yeah.
And looking back at the game, we had some positives. We were defensively solid again. And Chef McTominay, your boy McTominay was solid, right?
As long as you can recognize that. Nice.
Casemiro showed some real quality when he came on,
Yeah.
and the team was really playing for each other, and even Ten Hag, mentioned it in his post-match interviews. So, fellas, after a dreadful start to the season, right, we clawing we way back, and right
Yep.
now, the table we sit in fifth place after 5 games, and we're on top of Chelsea, and we're on top of Liverpool. What are they saying? How things?
Yeah, as you only say is it's only 5 games, you know. So good night. For any panel and all those who tuning in, definitely I know when there's happy people tuning in, so which is good, you know. So United winning is a plus for all in all United,
Of
right?
course.
So long may it continue, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
I must recognize Chef, you know, and why he told us to give up on De Jong long time ago. He said, "It's the young thing." All of us shitting, man. What is this the young thing? Eh? So, Chef, hats off to you. You told us to give up on the young long time
The
ago,
whole preseason, you know.
right? Reem still had a belief that earlier the young coming. Earlier the young coming. You know?
He coming in
Um,
January, don't worry.
he come in January now.
Yeah,
Right? When
I
January,
mean,
Barca get
January.
knockout,
I mean,
Barca
he
get
came
knockout
back.
of
Trust.
the Champions League, he might reach.
I
Right?
mean, he came
Trust,
here.
Um,
trust.
but
I don't want no part. I don't want no part of that. Stay away.
yeah, but I do like Chef. Nah, me on yeah, because if you wanted to come here, I do like Anthony and you're rich. Yeah, I'm saying? So,
When Anthony realized, but wait, the time coming closer, and I still here.
yeah.
That was a big time move by Anthony.
Dung tools. If you really want to come. Yeah, so
And
again, good night, and you know, I mean, definitely grateful for the 3 points. We always like it. With Tyler Gloss in it, but we didn't get our gloss. But I guess we get our gloss defensively today. And yeah, we saw some positives with Casemiro coming into the team, and you saw that quality from the first touch, from the first 2-3 touches, you saw the quality. And Chef Scott has still irritate me like he like a cone, but he did our job today, So hats off to him.
Yeah. Before I get Chef and Simeon on the let me just get some comments here, right? Because we have them coming in. Jody on the inside, blessed night Jody. He said Juju walk in.
My
All
brother.
right. Big Phil Travels, he's saying the display pic is of me in Mexico. Great guest, chef. I wasn't saying here Ten Hag ball gonna be lit when we get the chemistry. Yeah.
Yep.
We see some nice little plays
Listen
today.
to me. I'm wait till I talk.
Anderson, welcome man. Good night, man. Thanks for joining.
Lessons
Hey,
Anderson.
JP on the inside. Good night, brothers. He's saying the character and fight, more than anything is what's impressing me. Yeah, because watch me, we really lack that kind of fight in the past. So yeah, if you're lacking everything else, don't lack that. You know. Andy Ramnarayan on the inside. Good night, man. Thanks for joining. He's saying good night, guys. Manchester United forever. You don't know. Yes, man. Everson saying from the start, I said the diva, the young never wanted to play for us. Oh God, Everson.
Everson doesn't listen, boy. They don't listen.
Kristen on the inside, man. He's saying Ronaldo still have a part to play. We actually look
We
like
do.
scoring in the second half when he came on.
Yeah. We've talked about that.
Yeah. Ray on the inside, Ray Ramlal, good night, man. Thanks for joining. Saying Anthony to turn up the scene weekend. Yeah, we all in high anticipation to see what Mr. Anthony Santos going to bring to the fore, and what he's going to add to our attack. Right? So, Chef, go through now.
Good night to everybody. And again, happy independence to my countrymen, both local and foreign alike.
Yeah.
It was a good day. Listen, it had the one thing we're missing is putting together a full 90. But it will come, It will come. But earlier, I see some kind of chuck and move and ball into position. Here, man, I'm watching Barca play. This is Manchester, boy. Well, I swear, like we forget how to play. One thing I have been talking for the longest while is about off the ball movement. When teams have chemistry, men know to play passes without even looking, because they know here what that man going to be in that space. That man going to be in that space. So you will see men making a lot of no-look passes and that kind of thing. And it might look fancy, but them is things you just practice. Yeah. And if you have proper team chemistry, you're going to get these things. And then, listen, you see any chemistry really starting to the chemistry, the confidence. Confidence is a thing this team has been lacking. This club has been lacking for years. You're seeing men growing in confidence. You see, if you know you have a proper defense, it does make life so much easier. Real talk. Somebody talk about fight and grit. You know what was really impressive to me today? 3 of our defenders got the yellow cards early, and not one of them was sent off, and none of them dropped the intensity.
Yeah.
So it have yes, we have not yet.
The referee was soft, chef. Chef, I find the referee was soft.
Yeah. The referee. That yellow card. Well, Malasia, that was nonsense.
Yeah. 22 was too quick.
Yeah, it was too quick. I agree with that. But, that being said, I like what I'm saying. It can only improve. Only improve from here. Weekend is going to be a serious test.
Yeah.
I agree that he doesn't want to change winning side, but this game, I think our manager will have to tweak his player selection a bit. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, for sure. So guys, don't forget to like and share, the podcast. We want to get the content out, right? So share it out and let's reach as much Man United fans as possible, right? We want everybody to enjoy the victory, right? And share your views, man. Jody's saying here, finally the real Anthony come into the club.
Cool.
Yeah, Jody, all the fellas ridiculous,
Wait.
Junior, bless Cumberbatch on the inside. Earlier, we have an Arsenal fan on the inside. Jay,
Fire on the
we
weekend.
said,
Fireworks on the weekend, boy.
yeah, we want to send an invitation for you to come on the show on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we win.
Right.
But
Right.
I rate how Arsenal playing right
Yeah,
now.
Arsenal
like
playing,
good form.
they're
Arsenal
looking
like
proper,
good
looking proper. Yeah, we can't take nothing away from them. And Jesus, he find a manager that trusts him.
Yep.
You know, Phil saying here, there are a few link-up plays that are slowly and surely building, especially with Bruno, Rashford, and Sancho. All we need is Martial to stay fit. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. We miss him today. All right. Jody saying here that yellow card on Martial was coming. He had like 2 or 3 incidents before.
Nah.
Nah.
I can't remember the 2 or 3 incidents before.
Jody,
that
what
to be.
Nah, that was a lousy card.
Yeah, it wasn't even a card. But
That was not
to
card.
me, because we was on ahead, I just for some reason I feel like that them referees our agenda against United. I think we just suffer from our own success in the past now. Because I think with another game that both of them you might not give a caution for.
Everson just make a comment there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much of us, a few of us probably just see him play in YouTube highlights. That I don't like Brazil at all. So I just watch them just to see them lose. But
And
I
they
watch
don't lose
that
much
man.
games.
Huh?
And they don't lose much games.
Right. I watch that man play some football. That man is real trouble in truth, you know. He is a real throwback Brazilian player. You know, all of we grew up watching Brazilians who dribbling on a dime. He is one of them with a proper end product.
And I think that what the team needed that kind of life
X factor.
and that kind of X
Directness.
factor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kristen saying here, is the Anthonys versus the Gabriels. Yeah, for real. We have 3 Anthonys, there are 3 Gabriels.
Yeah.
David Cousin saying here, I love to see Maguire captaining the side from the center back.
We all do. We all do.
We all do.
Arun on the inside, good night, man. Glory, Man United. Thanks for joining, buddy.
So
Julie-
we've got to go back on that David Curtin comment
Yeah.
there in terms of centre back. And that's something that you were saying too. Then again, them fellas rope to hang themselves. If one of them rope to hang themselves, he gets short rope. All right, nice. He gave Maguire a rope, nice. Because I guess, you know, he couldn't just come in and maybe upset the whole order, but maybe he had to justify upsetting it.
Yeah.
So you know,
You're talking about two English players, you know.
Exactly.
Correct,
So you upset it
correct.
well and proper.
Correct. So before I go into the comments, I want to get Simeon inside on your thoughts on the game. And guys, don't forget to like and share, right? We want to get the likes up, and we want to get more people on the inside viewing the content, right? So continue to like, continue to share it, and let me keep going. Simeon, talk to me.
I mean, it was a solid game. I mean, you know, after the first 2 games, I mean, you really kept it gritty. You know, we know we want to see Ten Hag football, we want to see excitement, we want to see all this stuff, but first we gotta win. You know, first we gotta play with some, you know, I think got some sense. You know, see Maguire on the bench. You know, we got Martinez. You know, the back 4, back 5 or 3. They have a good thing going on. So you know, defense looks solid. I mean, they ain't you know prime. You know, Bayern back in the day, but it's solid. You know, they know what they're doing. You know, we don't give up no easy goals. I mean, but it's Leicester. I mean,
You gotta put things in perspective. Like, you know, a couple of chances we gave up
could have easily been, you know, it wasn't many chances, but a few good chances we had could have been in the back of the net. So we doing good. I mean, we building out of a bad start. You know, I'm happy we're building out of it. You know, I think the next few games like Arsenal and Real Sociedad is going to be
Crystal
telling.
Palace.
But,
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, I think the only issue I'm worried about right now is just, you know, the time between games is short. So all these new players we have training. I mean, but you can see Ten Hag you can see building, and it's just a matter of how fast can we get it going, because we didn't really play. Besides Liverpool at half strength, we didn't really play anybody real good yet.
But you make a real good point there, Simeon. Right? You say we want to see Ten Hag ball, right? But we had to win first.
Yep.
Right? And we know that it probably the team is not really Ten Hag team, so it'll take time for him to have his players in, and it'll take time for this team to adapt to what his demands are before we could actually see Ten Hag ball. But during that time, we had to win games. You know? So yeah. I think that was a solid
Terry,
point here. There.
one more thing, Terry. I tell you about McTominay go start playing good.
Good you're saying.
I mean, not good, but not
Nico's
good.
a hater, eh?
I mean, as soon as Casemiro come in, as soon as Casemiro gets signed, McTominay stop, play foolishness. So I mean, that's something.
But Olia, we can't take away nothing from him. We can't take away nothing from McTominay, you know.
Nah, he in form right now.
But what I'm saying, why I'm saying, right, is the games where we expect it to be combative. Right, you go find McTominay thriving in them games. Anytime our team sit back and we have all the ball and we had to try to break down our team, I feel like where we go start to see the deficiencies of McTominay. So guys, we are getting to team sheets and thing. Let me just go through these comments here, and we're getting to team sheets and thing, right? Jody saying here, I know it was not a card, Nico, but it had 2 or 3 small falls before the card. Nice. Right? And sometimes that is influence a referee, and you go well known, Nico. Right? Phil saying here, watch Anthony in the last 2 Champions League campaigns. The man is an absolute baller. Yeah. Right? And he's saying 85 million well spent. Anybody have an issue with the amount of money we spend on him?
Nah. Is it our money?
Exactly. It's one out of my pocket.
Not only that, the market gone mad. That is the price.
Yes,
If a man like Anthony Gordon, Chelsea bidding 60 million for Anthony Gordon, and this Anthony Gordon breakout season for Everton. Yeah. You're talking about Anthony who playing Champions League and reach final and not semi-final and all kind of thing, and you want to tell me he worth 85 million?
Dan, right, Chelsea pay some kind of money for some kind of players, and I like, what kind of? So you know what? Leave me with 85 million.
I hear nobody talking about that. You hear nobody talking about that.
Don't talk about how we want to spend and how Martinez short, right?
Yeah.
And the scene on the inside, he's saying he mastering that position, and I don't know what we was talking about for that comment. I can't remember. Right? He's talking about Harry Maguire.
Yeah, that's a great position for him to be.
Yeah.
You're right.
Mohammed Ismaili, thanks for joining, man. Right? Ever since saying here, Chef, just today I telling a Livers fan the same thing said. Anthony being a throwback Brazilian talent. Yeah, he disrespectful bad.
Yeah.
Alright. Jody saying here, Chef, check yourself with my Brazil team. Yeah, Jody's a Brazil man, eh? Alright.
I know England we don't win nothing, but still I still like Brazil.
Arun saying here, let's be real, our hearts skipped a beat seeing Maguire warming up.
Yes, boy!
I know he wasn't coming on.
I thought it was me alone, you know.
No, it had no. I know he wasn't coming on.
No, but I telling you, no. Here why saying Nico, I thought he was coming on because he won for the last 2 years.
He
didn't warm up for the last 2 years.
I didn't have fear. I didn't have thought in my mind he was coming on.
I thought he was coming on. I really thought he was coming on.
Josiah on the inside, man.
It was the point in time when he didn't warm up too. Yeah. He was under a little pressure, and then centre backs had card and all kind of thing too. So
he was catching a cramp on the bench. He was catching a cramp on the bench. He just kept to stretch it out.
And when I see him warming up too with CR, I said, "This man already coming on, boy."
I thought he was coming on too. I telling you. Right, Josiah on the inside, man. Good night, guys. Saying 3-3, of course, and like we want to make it 4. Well, it could be 3-5, right? Naso? I don't know. Was it 3-3?
Yeah, 3-5. 3-3.
It's 3 in the last 3 games.
3
wins the last 3 games. Okay, good, nice. Anderson saying here, not getting ahead of ourselves, but it's a process, and we're building our base. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Jody say here, we need to get back in the habit of winning, whether it be 1-0 results or 4-0. It will just build up the confidence and the overall squad. That's correct, man. That's correct.
Yeah,
for sure.
John Paul, John Paul saying Scott don't want to sit down with Harry and Luke.
Scott, you're right, yes? Scott, you're
Listen,
damn right.
that is the abyss, you know. It had no way coming out of that, you know.
Watch man. How you see Varane and Martinez take the chance they? You want to
Yeah.
sit next to Maguire and
But-
them now?
And that
But
was
I'll
pulling
tell
for
you
all the time,
something. Personally, for me, I was starting Harry against Sociedad. Eh? I was giving Varane a rest.
Me mind that.
As a matter of fact, it's still a Lindelof. Lindelof
Yeah.
can get sweat before Harry for my part.
No, Lindelof and Maguire can play against Sociedad.
Yeah.
Hey, don't underestimate Sociedad. The bar a quick forward.
We not underestimating Sociedad at all. Sociedad is a decent team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian saying here Pogba was the heavy man on the side. Too much Kobe.
We don't call them names.
Hey.
We don't call them names.
But so that's on this topic, right? So the talk was he worked over for Mbappe to get injured.
Yeah.
So like the two grain out here, he had to get the Obia man. That was Marshall here, he get him out.
Man said that Pogba bury a hyena in Old Trafford. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but where does find a
I think-
hyena, boy? Where you gonna find a hyena? Eh?
I want
That's
Callum to
good.
dig up the pitch. Callum said dig up the pitch.
Dan, gosh, when you going on a tall Old Trafford, you can't even touch the grass.
Yeah.
If you must watch
No.
people who does do the stadium tour. The closest you just get is you just get to the tunnel, but the grass itself you're not allowed to even touch that.
Yeah, but them is players, chef. Them is players, and we see it was late in the night. Pogba
Nah,
had to
man.
go on and dig up that pitch.
Yeah, you must have seen
Dan,
something.
Dan, you know how big a hyena is? But hyena big like lion, you know.
Yeah, them thing real huge, boy. I feel if that a bury that in any side of the pitch, I feel a bury that, boy. When Maguire was standing up.
I thought you want to hear nothing about Pogba.
Next thing, Pogba, you know, when I tell Ten Hag, you see that side where the bench was on, move it, put it on the next side. That why we switch benches for this season. Yeah? So whoever sitting on that side there, it's heaviness. Hey,
Hey,
that's
that's
gonna
right.
be a fortress this season, boy. Just,
And we talking about, man, a fortress. We only lost one game so far at Old Trafford, one out of two, right? And we playing the third one on Sunday. Back to seriousness, fellas. Back to seriousness. Phil saying here, Jack Grealish, 100 million on the bench. Lukaku,
Yeah.
100 million and loan back to Inter.
Yep.
Klopp say he would never spend 100 million on a player. Breaking news: Liverpool signed Darwin Noodles for what price again? Yeah. Darren on the inside, man. Thanks for joining, buddy. Good night. He's saying, must say we managed that game good. Rashford get an assist, but the end product was poor today. Yeah, Rashford didn't have too much of a punting game. Man. Yeah.
He was industrious, but
Yeah.
without end product.
Yeah.
And as I'm telling a man, we appreciate that, but as a centre
it's
forward, though, your job
Yeah,
is to
it's
score.
enough.
he's not a
Correct.
centre forward.
Unless you
Yeah,
use Olivier Giroud.
Yeah, he had to come off the left.
Dwayne Francis on the inside, man. Good night, United family. He's saying
good night.
good hard fought win. Oh gosh, by Rashford. Give me a Rashford got men head today, boy. Dwayne Honore. I think I pronounced that correct, right? He's saying good
Honoré,
night.
yeah.
Honore, right? Yeah.
Oh, Dwayne.
He said Nico like real bacchanal.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
JP saying here I shot it digging up Old Trafford all now. Yeah, they're trying to find that.
Hey,
So, fellas, let me get into team sheets, right? Because obviously, you know, I mean, as we would have discussed at the last show, you know, with the games coming so fast and within so short of a time, you would want to think that you would make changes, especially considering the type of football we play, which is high intensity, high octane. The players that we have, you know, they're now adapting to their style, so muscle injuries and injuries will be something that will be part of this adjustment period. So we'd expect some changes. But we saw the team sheet. So, fellas, go through thoughts on the team sheet. Chef?
again, as the old saying goes, you don't change a winning team. So when I saw the team sheet again, I said, "Hey, I given my manager the benefit of the doubt. He understand what going on right now. So let's go."
So again,
I mean, the biggest thing for me was, Casemiro. He figured by now he would walk right into the team. So Dominic played okay the last game, and he played okay this game. So I was wondering if you know, if it's like is he being rested for like or being ready for the Arsenal game, like a guy's being like rested for the next game. Like they played 2 games. Now are we gonna see a different team for Arsenal game? Because you can't keep playing the same players with that kind of intensity for 3 games. In what 8 days. So I'm wondering how much of his choices went into, would based on the games coming up with, Sunday being Arsenal and next week, midweek with Real Sociedad. So, I mean, that's his favorite squad, but I'm not really, with Ronaldo on the bench, how long are you going to keep with Ronaldo, that whole Ronaldo thing on the bench? Into going into the season. Like, is he being rested for Arsenal game or next week? It's just I want to see him maintaining this lineup for another game. So
yeah, Nico. Before I come to you, let me just get these comments here, right? Jody's saying here, boy, Rashford watch men and just running into men with the ball. Yes. Yeah,
exactly.
he had that kind of icon ability. So he likes space. He had to get his space in behind. Jody saying for team sheet, I got full points on the app. Did
Nice.
expect the same lineup as Southampton. All right, nice,
Well
Nico.
done. Yeah. For me again, I was expecting to see Casemiro in the lineup because mainly because I know we'd have won away against Southampton, which would have been I mean first game when I was 7 wins away, and I was just thinking that maybe to keep that run going, Leicester being maybe a more technical team. Southampton was a more robust running type of team, where we know Leicester are some more tacticians, more or less more technical type of players in terms of Madison, Harvey Barnes, um, that would have gone with the experience of a Casemiro, to really show up the back four, to assist the back four and protecting the back four. So I was kind of surprised seeing on change lineup, which is that change, if it's a Scott for a Casemiro. But as Chef would have said, yeah, you manage the benefit of the doubt. I guess it's just in terms of giving Casemiro games, because we saw today with Casemiro, he got more time today than in the last game. So just to build him up maybe for the Arsenal game. Who he will play for in the Arsenal game, that's another question.
It will
Because
be Scott.
and still we can't say that. We are sure that,
Yeah,
but
sure.
it
It
obvious.
could very
It
well
could
be
be
Ericsson. Eh?
obvious. Exactly. You're right.
I'm so
But
tired.
we never know. Yeah, yeah. So I guess he building him up. He building him up. I think he gets some more minutes under his belt. So I guess one game closer for Casemiro to start. And again, we saw some quality coming off the bench from him. So definitely when he starts, the quality we're going to get in the team.
Yeah, yeah. JP saying here, Casemiro and Ronaldo gave us back control. I can see them starting
Yeah.
on Sunday. And I think it's important because the media are still trying to kind of force a response from Ten Hag with regard to Ronaldo, and I must say the manager has been calculated and he's been consistent.
Yeah.
And he keeps saying that he is a long season. He wants to use his squad, right? And he mentioned today about fitness when it comes to Ronaldo and Casemiro. So I know the fact that Ronaldo would have missed preseason, right? Providing that his intentions was always to keep him, even though the media and reports would have been saying otherwise. Ronaldo fitness was always a concern for Ten Hag, and this is why Ronaldo, he kind of taken time with Ronaldo, so he probably treating Ronaldo like a new signing.
Yeah.
You wasn't on preseason with us, right? So you had to go through the same process like all the others. I think his hand was a little more forced with Malacia and Martinez. Well, not Malacia, but Martinez, simply because of what was going on in the back. He needed to build from the back and he needed to make the adjustment 1 time, right? And thankfully, Martinez falling, with that kind of ease now, right? So, I mean, I agree with you all say we had to trust the manager, but I was disappointed because I really wanted to see Casemiro. And I remember I was talking to Chef and Chef saying, Reem, we had to trust the manager and you had to reward performances. And I said last show, right? But I wasn't expecting McTominay to play good, right? But I mean, the game today suited him, and I thought he stepped up. He was good enough, and I think his hat is in fast start for the next game as far as I'm concerned. Right. Apart from that, everybody else was more or less expected to start. Right. JP saying here, as it stands, both Ericsson and Scott playing well, so might very well see all three who is getting dropped. All right. Jody saying here, yeah, Ronaldo and Casemiro unfit. All right. Phil saying here, it's safe to say that no matter how the games go, Ilanga will always be the first player to get subbed. Yeah. I think
he did. I think you can't complain about him getting subbed.
Most games.
I don't think
today he played out of the game bad.
Yeah, I think he's struggling. He's struggling in that starting lineup.
According to a virgin of mine, it almost feeling like Ilanga just keeping Anthony position warm, yes?
Yeah, definitely.
And the thing about it, as Chef said, that you all realize that as soon as it became clear that we getting Anthony, Sancho playing on the left now. So it's like he already, telling Sancho, well, you're going to be playing here now, right? And so let me get used to it, right? While Ilanga keep Anthony's space warm, as you all say, right? So fellas, first question, right? Now, we talking about our back four, well, back five, because, I mean, we had to recognize the here, doing our walk too, right? And we all know that, it's your defense that wins you titles. But when I'm looking at the game, right, we were solid defensively again. I mean, apart from set pieces, I didn't really see where Leicester was going to break us down. But does it concern you? Or is it something that you're a little bit worried about, that constant pressure on your defense could eventually tell? Because Southampton, we saw where our defense was under some pressure, even though they would have managed it well. But after time, remember we played a real high pace, intense game. Do you all think if we continue going on like this, where for sometimes half an hour, 45 minutes, we put in defense under pressure, do you feel like we eventually crack?
I think it's something we certainly have to work on. It can't be that your defense under pressure for extended periods of time. So there has to be an outlet, and when the outlet happens, the attack has to make use of it. And I would say, I watching them fellas and them knock out a defense, calm, finding men, and I was like, "Boy, look how comfortable." I personally didn't get frightened at that knock out a defense thing, but when it's done properly, it does look good.
Look nice. Yeah. For me, I think that what we had to do, we had to score. We had to score more than 1 goals. Because I think even with that, and let me say with that margin, even if it's a 1 goal, let me say it's a 2-0, and you had a 1 goal buffer, let me say the team concede. That thing will relax and play even much better. I think we have real quality now. I think we have some quality in the team, and I think if without that pressure, I think we will be able to play out the game. Even if we get some pressure, we'll be able to manage it knowing that you have a little buffer. But you see how we don't have that buffer, I think that will be struggling with. So hopefully with Anthony coming in, the X factor in terms of creating goals, hopefully Martial, Remo is the one of Martial, he sent you a message to tell you whether he fit for Arsenal, anything?
Nah, he ain't playing
Anything at
Arsenal.
all? Nothing?
Nah, he ain't playing for Arsenal.
Jeez, right?
Nah, nothing. He's coming back
yeah.
after the international break.
So
Nah,
I
not,
think,
not after the international break, before. Because the international break is about 2 or 3 weeks
Next
out.
week.
Nah, we have more games before that.
Yeah. So I think that that is the key, because at some point something will tell. At some point somebody will get a lucky break, even if it's that, and will score at some point.
I mean,
Was that Simeon?
no, I mean, you saw it today, like at the end of the game, you saw like little cracks. I mean, they did a good job keeping them on the outside, but you saw like little cracks in the defense, like, little knocks here and there. I mean, because I don't care how good the defense is, you can't defend for a full like 35 minutes under pressure. You're gonna find a little.
Not against quality opposition.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely.
Leicester had chances. They had nobody good to finish the shots they had. Just all went over the bar. I mean, they had chances, but I think we have to get like Martial or somebody that can hold the ball up in those situations. Like when we under pressure, when the ball comes out, steal the ball, fall down, do something to stop the game, and just keep possession. Like Rashford is useless at doing that. Ronaldo, he's so focused on trying to score their squad position that I don't think his fielding is his biggest attribute for himself. So, and the midfield at the end of the game, I mean, we okay sometimes, but we still can't maintain the ball at the end of the game. We could maintain that not
possession.
I mean, we could maintain that possession. So the defense held up pretty good. I mean, Maguire not being there helped. But like we can't keep, like you said, you can't keep on doing that for a long period of time.
Yeah, and I think you see ball retention and decision making. That is something that we definitely have to work on, because I don't know. I feel like the team we still in that stage of panicking. Yeah, we panicking. So it's like when we get the ball, we're just looking for the long balls. And that is not a way out. Yeah, that is not a way out. And Bruno is very, very guilty of that. And even though sometimes, but even though he may make the right pass, we still not keeping the ball. And I don't know if these fellas not still trying to develop that kind of confidence in possession.
Yeah, I think that have a lot to do with it. Is he confident?
We're not keeping the ball at all, and everything is to push and run and try to score. Sometimes controlling the game, and trying
pace of the game.
Yeah, you keep the ball and you move it around.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And we were not doing that today. We did not do it against Southampton, and that is something that I'm kind of concerned about, because I'm telling you, a better team with that kind of pressure will tell on our defense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I saw Casemiro today telling Bruno, slow it down. And he said, Bruno kick a long ball and just lost it.
Yeah, there's one instance where I think we got the ball in the midfield and Bruno got the ball.
Yeah.
And there were like two other midfielders right next to him, with no left to play around him. Two other midfielders next to him. You look up, you see Rashford making a run, long ball.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like 85th minute. We try to keep the ball. It's like why? I mean, just pass the ball around. I mean, possession. Like it's not his game. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, hopefully with Casemiro getting in there, I guess hopefully with his leadership qualities that they listen. Because that one today was Chad, let's keep the ball now.
Yeah.
Let's keep the ball.
Yeah.
And it's something even Ten Hag noted in his interviews after the game. He's saying we can be dangerous in the transition moments. There were many spaces in the second half, but we did not explore them well. We should have scored a second goal. Right? So because we had, when Leicester started to press us, there were a lot of spaces in behind. And we were not capitalizing on that as well. And even when we did know, we do find ourselves in attacking positions, either making the wrong decision or wasting, you know. And I mean, we had to be more clinical. And as Nico say, if we score goals, then the margins will be wider, and we could play with a little more.
Yeah, the
Not,
game gets easier.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
you want more confidence. Confidence.
exactly. So I mean, I need us to possess the ball better. I need us to manage the game better because we talk about game management, and game management is not defending for their life. Because at
Nah.
some point you go break down and teams go boy yeah. You understand? And before you know it, confidence out the door because that the team not at that point yet. So the more clean sheets, the more games we win, the more confidence we'll have in ourselves and we'll move forward. So we really, really need to not concede. We really need to not need to put our defense under that kind of immense pressure where against some small teams and all your Leicester not in no kind of form right now to say, you know, we had to be sitting on the back foot and defending for their life. And when you see the ball
Yes,
up and
sir.
it's 4 minutes, so it's oh god, 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I find
Really,
you manage it 4 minutes good, except for that last chance where James just didn't get there. But I find you manage the four, and I find even against Southampton we managed that the extra time well. But still, it's a
Alright.
position we don't want to be in. It's a position
Yes.
we want to be comfortable winning that. You know,
you
ideally.
just really know when players aging and the legs going, you know. I watching Vardy today. He really going, you know.
Yeah, but looking around.
Body might drink a Red Bull and catch up form, yes. Just
We'll just get some comments here, guys. Everson saying here, Ilanga shouldn't be starting in the first place. Only there because men injured. Yeah.
Well, you will see now.
Christian saying here, Ilanga better on the left. Well, I mean, it's unfortunate. Ilanga is a stopgap, right? So he had to play wherever the coach where him
He
play.
better on the left. I don't want to see Jaden no right.
Darian saying here, we're missing Martial goals. We're missing Martial link-up play. You know?
That is what we're missing. Not necessarily
because
good.
I see
Link up
goals,
play.
I get confused. Martial goals. I don't go back to Fatty, remember that?
Really, boy.
And Nico, you're wicked in a boy. Oh God, boy. Hello, fellas. Oh God. JP saying here, Casemiro is the answer to aiding our defense. And from him, the players ahead have to use the ball better. That's what I agree with. I agree with us using the ball better. We throwing away the ball in hope and pray. Right? Although we talk about Casemiro, I don't know if they call it a cameo, but when he came on, how y'all thought Casemiro looked?
The man is a boss.
Quality, boy. Quality all around. You know, I was hoping that the guys around could listen a little bit too, because of the rushing the football. Like I don't know, like the ball is a hot potato and they can't hold it for a second.
Just game management. Knowing when to go faster, when to slow down the game.
I see it's at a part in the game when I see Casemiro make a play through the line, and then I don't know if he catch himself and say, "Wait, nah, I'm passing to Modric and Cruz here," you know. And he catch himself and he say, "Well, hey, nah, that's gonna be different, boy." It's
Nah,
gonna
boy,
be
some quality passes forward, boy. No, he makes some.
Yeah, boy.
quality
Tada
passes,
play,
boy.
man. He win the ball and make a cross field pass in the opposite direction.
So that,
This man is really a boss. Boy.
Yeah. Simeon?
Quality.
No, I think he had one bad touch in the whole game, but I think the big thing with him is having that big body and with a touch too. Like you have McTominay in there, but having Casemiro there to kind of get a hold of the ball and not be shoved up the ball, like have a presence in the midfield and still make those passes, those cross-field passes and stuff. So that's having someone in there. What do you call him? A destroyer? What was his nickname? A destroyer in the middle, something like that?
Who? Casemiro?
Casemiro. Yeah, they say like he's the destroyer in the middle,
Yeah, the enforcer.
Yeah. So you have Martinez back there, and now you have Casemiro like in front. So I mean, he looks more solid. I mean, he has more knowledge as to where he should be than McTominay. So McTominay always seems to be lost in the movement, but he seems to be more solid and more ready to react.
Yeah. Jody saying here, yeah, chef. The play out from the defense was looking good, but that's because they were not getting pressured like the Brentford and Brighton game. Thanks for this comment here, man. All right, so thanks for joining. Blessings. Kurt saying here, I can actually see Casemiro and Fred starting this weekend and Ericsson resting.
Nah.
That's not happening.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Ericsson was tired. Ericsson played the whole game and he was tired. So I don't know.
Nah, he'll come off in the 60th. But
He also saying they
Yes,
like they
sorry.
forget how to slow down and keep the ball. We're not
Exactly.
like City level yet. Yeah. He said lovely camaraderie with Dallo putting in the tackle and the butcher giving him high fives. Yeah. Curtin saying here there was a level of easy breathing and then Cassie came on, control passing. Yeah. Although it had something very, very, warming as fans, that happened on social media. I want to see if I could get it for you all. Let me just try and see if I get it, right? Yeah. So y'all seen this, right?
Yeah.
Y'all seen it?
Yes.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Dallo, I think this was in response to a post from Varane. Right? I can't remember what he said because I don't have that part. And then Dallo reply, and then De Gea reply, then Varane reply, and Sandro Martinez reply. What a pleasure to play by your side, brother. And this is I could recall these kind of things ever happening with Shaw, Lindelof, Maguire, and Bissaka.
Nah.
Maybe just a behind the scene and we didn't know, man.
Now, watching
I
on
don't-
social media,
maybe-
picking up everything
maybe-
though. Social media, I'm not
I
missing
feel
them things.
it has plenty to do with the lack of color in that defense. Now we have a lot more flavor and color in the defense. Yeah.
But I mean, it's good to see that we have a nice little bit of camaraderie and
Yeah. Them fellas,
You know?
and then you see it.
yeah. So
Men have to be able to trust each other too.
Let's see me or let's see the same screen share.
Yeah. Nah, we seeing you. Everything
Okay,
back to
good.
normal.
Good. So fellas, anything on the game again that you'll want to point out, because I want to go into the transfers and that kind of thing.
Just keep on building, man. Just keep on building. Just keep on building. Just keep on getting, playing as a team, both on and off the ball. We will get there, man. It is definitely a process, but we just have to keep on building.
Two things. I want to see how Ten Hag uses the subs. I feel he can't wait a little bit too long with some of the subs he brought on. And Malacia, like, I saw he signed him and I watched the highlights. Like, he's everything more or less we thought he was. I mean, he's going to make some mistakes, but you could see there's something special with that youth man there. You could see, like, he took with talent, he took with talent, but you could see his speed, you could see the brains, you could see everything with that man. So watch Malacia.
Yeah.
Quality player, man.
Phil saying here, the unity in our back four, great communication on and off the pitch, different from the essays our players used to write week in, week out last season.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, Jody saying, Reem, how that can happen when them fellas was only on social media to apologize. So guys, I mean, wrapping up this part of the podcast, I mean, 3 points again, we go again, a big test coming on the weekend. Arsenal have 1 day rest advantage on us, but that's a small thing, right? That's a small thing. In the event anything go right, we could always use that, but we beating them, right? Today was the transfer deadline, fellas, right? So after how long the transfer window was open, right, when we needed to do transfer business, Ragnick was here and he said we need open heart surgery, we need at least 10, right? Eventually we didn't fall too far of that, right? And we were able to bring in, right, Malacia, Ericsson, Martinez, Casemiro, Anthony, and Dubravka, right? A left back, a midfielder, a centre back, a DM, a right wing, and a goalkeeper. And the outs were Bailly, Tellez, Ghana, Chong, Ahmad, Henderson, Pereira, and Hannibal. I don't know if I've missed anybody, right? So first things on the transfers, out of 10, how would you rate our transfer window? And I mean, if you want, you could expand on your rating.
I went first. Definitely, I would give it a 7. I think definitely we needed the pros is we needed a left back, right? We needed a centre back. As much as we would have wanted another midfielder, which I would have wanted, right?
Definitely.
We didn't get that, right? But we got Casemiro, we got Anthony. But however, where I think we would have fell short is that centre forward position. I honestly think that we needed that centre forward, needed that hold up player to take some of the pressure off of the team, as Simeon would have said before, because all of our best football on that 10 arc so far was with Marcel in the centre forward position. And then when we look at it, no, and I'll be honest, because you
Chef,
saw
we're
it
laughing
today.
at. We're laughing at, Chef. It's true, the man talking facts.
Right? Because you saw it today.
I expect you to say that.
Ilanga can hold up the ball, Rashford can hold up the ball. And we just
Listen, they
cycling
can
and-
hold it up, Them fellas refuse to do that.
They can't do
Right.
that, Chef. They cannot do that.
So I don't think
Cannot
that
do
the skill set to do that, to be honest. Right? So I think that is where I think for me this window could have been stronger. If we gain somebody, even a Depay on a, let me say, on a free or on a small fee, I would have taken that because he could hold up the ball a bit. So I would have really hoped for a centre forward in this window. I think getting a centre forward in this window for me would have put the icing on the cake. I think the one that I think would benefit us a lot is that the Bravka signing. I think the Bravka signing would benefit us a lot because we know in Tom Heaton, right, he couldn't push the hair, no way, right? At no point the hair no is safe. So definitely, I think with the Bravka coming in, I think he's also good with his feet. So I think that will push the hair, right, to be the best that he can be within this period. So I think that was good. But I go with that 7. I think it was an okay window. I think we delayed too long with the young. As Chef would have said, we should have. If it is we can't come, let me look for somebody else earlier. And getting some of those signings that we kind of rush down to the end, get them in earlier, better with the team earlier. So I think that is where we could have done a little better. So that's why I will give it a 7.
All right, nice. Before I come to Simeon, I'm going to get some comments here, right? Right. So yeah, so from Dwayne. So Dwayne saying here, fear factor in football, fear factor in any football team is required. For 9 years, clubs have no fear and no respect because we lost our way since Fergie. Yeah. Kurt saying here, we really need a forward and a right back bad. Yeah. Jody saying here, it have an article where Malasia was the only defender who Anthony had trouble passing. Yeah, and I think that is, I remember that. Right, Kurt also saying here, Forest bringing 20 odd players in it. Yeah, but Forest, I ain't know what them was doing that.
So that still go down, boy.
Hey, Riyad on the inside, man. Good night. Thanks for joining, man. He's saying AM9 needs to recover. Yeah, you see how important he is, or?
We just seeing how we need a centre forward, not how important Martial is.
Well, then he just say, well, just use Ronaldo then.
No. A centre forward could hold up the ball. Ronaldo is a centre forward. Ronaldo is a forward.
All right. Phil saying here, I will say it's a 6.5, maybe close to a 7 out of 10. Still think we needed a striker and a right back. Yeah. So guys, get your ratings on the inside, right, on the comment section. Riyad saying here, Ronaldo won't play many games.
That's nonsense, though.
Really happy for them things. Wasted too much time on the young. Right. JP saying here, I with Nico here, 7. What we got is quality, and they all came with strong personalities. We'll get the forward in January. Right. Oh yeah, he's saying I'll give it a 5. All right.
A hard 5. But
Yeah, Red. Yeah, Bruce, we wanted by
yeah,
the Avengers.
tell me where you wanted.
Like he wanted Haaland.
Red wanted the Avengers by. Yeah, don't forget Iron Man dead, innit?
Man, take
Um,
5 years.
Dwayne saying here,
easy.
Rashford cannot hold up the ball for his life. Unfortunately, Martial holds up powers needed, but can't stay fit. Mourinho said it. Rashford cannot play number 9.
No,
Right?
that's not Rashford position.
Yeah, Aaron Jones on the inside. Good night, man. Thanks for joining. He said, "Never partner asked me today if it have any radio station that does show the game."
Hey, Aaron is one fool. I was driving, boy. When you saw that, you real cantankerous, boy. Way. And it's cricket are asking about it, not even football. But first, he like Bacchanal.
Hey, Natty Junior, thanks for joining, man. Yeah. Darian saying 7. Only thing I vex is the young income. Me too, boy. Me too. I say
Darian,
same
right
boat with you,
up.
boy. And the same boat with you, boy, Darian, boy. Anderson saying here, I say 7.5. All the players that we brought in starting, except for the goalkeeper. And that's a good point too, eh? Simeon.
I mean, I would still, I go a 6 or 6.5. I mean, the young fiasco embarrassment that whole saga, man, that really just, the club, that's for the club back as far as respect. Respect. That man, like, we still don't know what happened. Like, we still don't know, what was said, who said what, whatever. All right, forget about that. Malasia, good pickup. Martinez, second choice behind running Timber first. I'm glad to get him, but she was second choice, turn back. Then we had Erickson on a free. With a begging man to come. We get him, good. Decent player. He's starting now. That's good, but I don't see him being the future. You talk about future midfielders. Ghana, he gone. Like, he was the guy we were all waiting to see have a role in this team. He gone. How much he sell for? Like 10, 15, a little bit of money?
15 million total
Everton?
after the add-ons. Yeah.
I think 15 plus add-ons. I think it was plus add-ons.
I think it's 12 plus add-ons or something like that.
Oh,
Many.
okay.
Might even get a chance to play, but we have Tavney and Fred who play all these games. But anyway, next.
Martinez.
Martinez, like I said, he's second choice center back. He come good, but second choice center back. We went Timber first. But we didn't get Timber. Casemiro. Now that, I don't know how we get Casemiro. I don't know how that fall down, and we get Casemiro. But that, that alone, good at passing grade. Anthony, we should have gotten earlier. But it ain't my money. It ain't me money, so I'm gonna bet. Goalkeeper, we need a passing goalkeeper, so I'm gonna bet. But still, like, we did way too much. We did too much extra things and stuff. We didn't need to do all this nonsense to get this team together. There's like too much wasted time, wasted money. No, it's the man's first transfer window. We have no structure as to how we went about this window. No structure, no plan. It all kind of came together at the end. We're lucky. I can't give it a big grade because I know it was just kind of thrown together. It might work out. I'm glad it's going to work out, but I can't give it a good grade because I know it's just kind of like pieced together at last minute.
Yeah. Chef?
I will give it a 7. So a few things. Every one of these sides. Now, you could do like Nottingham Forest and sign 20 players. But let me be real. Out of that 20 players, how much you signed? 10? Out of that 10 players, what you can really say, hey, that's a quality player, that's a game changer. Every single one of the players that United signed is game changing players. Not, and I mean every single one. All of them have made instant impacts on the club, on the team itself. That's so. I know it has been hard on United transfers because it take long to do business. But this, I have to say, was one of the more impressive transfers. And I'll tell you something too. We didn't let no club hold us to ransom, really and truly,
You
in
sure?
terms of playing. Huh?
You sure?
Boy,
You sure?
Ajax, listen, I don't blame Ajax for that 90 million and Anthony at all.
No,
At all.
100, eh? That 100, eh?
I don't care. I don't blame because listen, fellas like Anthony could be generational players. Them fellas and them could be game changing. Them is, for lack of better word, them fellas is franchise players. If it work out. So
The next Salah.
correct. So I don't blame them at all. I know we said we could have gotten them earlier, but I'm really sure we could have got them earlier. You know what we lose points on, or you know where I'm going? This De Jong nonsense, boy. Dan, we could have been out. For me, a perfect window would have been, besides everybody who we got, we would have gotten a right back, a center forward, and another midfielder. That was me. That's who I wanted to see. And here's the thing, you have players out there. But I find we could have shook and see what Wolves would have said with Ruben Neves.
Yeah, when they
So,
go to the boy. Because they want to
Dan, we's Manchester United, we eye big like the globe.
I was saying, but boy,
But all in all, we blast them year after year, but they really didn't do bad at all.
the only thing I think what would have forced some of these signings in the end was the results. Eh? Yeah, you see that first two results. You see after that, I guess that where Simeon was coming from. Now when they started getting busy in transfer window, and even Ten Hag said, they started business different.
Yeah,
So
them
they couldn't do
places and
business
them places and them
business
say,
different.
nah.
Yeah, they said they couldn't do business the same way because after that start looks you ready. You can't be still stuck in the transfer window.
Because your head on the chopping block too, eh?
Yeah, you understand? Yeah.
You can't say you bringing me from a Champions League team to lead this club and only hit a pattern to bring players.
Yeah. Let me just get some comments here with some ratings, right? Everyone's saying here 7 out of 10 really wanted a centre forward for now and the future, right? Back would be a good buy also. Right? Jody saying here 8 out of 10. Ten Hag got who he wanted except for De Jong. If he wanted a centre forward, he would have made sure he got it. He has no problem working with what he has. Right?
No, because he ain't know the problems with Martial as yet. Wait till the end of the season. He hoping Martial go hold up for the rest of the season. That's the problem.
I can't say nothing. Cause right now,
No, but that's the problem because he thinking Martial, alright, he have enough to hold out till Martial get back fit. You understand? But after 2 games and he going for 5 again. Right?
Riyadh saying here now, when you think about the helter-skelter of the past 2 weeks and the money we actually spent on Martinez and Anthony, because the board so inept, we could have gotten them earlier if we didn't fixate on one player.
How much we pay for Martinez?
55 million.
Yeah. Let me ask you all something. You all honestly think we could have gotten Anthony earlier?
Yeah.
And here's why I'm unsure about that, right?
I think this whole De Jong thing threw off Anthony. I think after when we realized we couldn't get De Jong, we spend the money on it.
But Dan, we have a whole department for transfers. So it's not like one man.
They must be on holidays during the season. Then they only started work when this transfer window open.
I want to know.
Holidays, why? You see
I
the
want to
transfer,
know.
you say,
We do it like is one piper we have who looking for
Right.
bargain and can he find one player? So he say, all right, and I'm moving from here. Nah, man.
Yeah, we
I
just be off.
I
We just
can
be off. Them
believe I
fellas, them
actually really didn't want to let he go, boy.
here now. Right now, we scouting department going on vacation. Them
I
tired.
tell you that way.
That 2 months.
Them tired, them supposed to be done looking at
Them that are playing,
who
man.
available in January.
I tell
Them
you.
are going to come until the 31st of December.
You know, men wanted to kill me when I say it have players, you have to break the bank on.
No, you have to.
I
Yeah,
said
that's
that.
what it is. That's what
And
it
when
is.
I tell men Haaland is a man you have to break bank on. Men was like, Chef, stop. You feel it's fantasy football, blah, blah, blah. Then, with any
Alan wasn't
proper,
coming United, Chef. Alan wasn't coming United. Alan wasn't coming United. You gotta pay them how much money he was coming.
150 million, he was coming.
United. No, not
he was coming.
Once City was in that discussion, he wasn't coming here.
I guess.
You remember it have some kind of loyalty with his father too. Remember his father used to play for City and it had that kind of thing going on there.
I still find me that Chuck and see, man.
You catch Chuck and see when you have Ronaldo there and he collecting 500,000 a week.
Nah, you Chuck. Manchester have money.
Kurt saying here, I don't care how much time people tell me to get off the matter, but Lord, me can't wait for Mason to get back in this team. No lie.
I don't know what
say Reem.
Say what?
We don't talk about
Mason.
Say.
We don't talk about Mason. No. Riyadh saying plus we get rid of Ghana. But this thing about Ghana, right? Let's check it. I think I looking at it from Ghana perspective, right? When you look at who ahead of you, how much football Ghana really get,
no, he
right?
wasn't gonna start football.
You understand? And Ghana only going out on loan, right? Trying playing under different managers who ask
I
him
don't
to do
blame
different
Ghana for
things.
leaving.
You understand what I'm saying? So he wants some stability. He want to sort out his own career.
Because he's not to say he's a youth man again.
Exactly. So I think the move was more. That move was more beneficial to him than staying. We could say that we get rid of a good youth, wherever, but look at it through Ghana eyes. No way he was going to start ahead of Casemiro, McTominay, Fred, Ericsson. Where is this man going to play?
Ghana, boy. I want Ghana because I am a definite fan of Ghana. I want the boy go and show, and the fact is he has not signed a long contract. So let him go and show his quality, and let Manchester come and do the same that notices had to buy him back.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say a Pogba, and I really did not want to say a Pogba. I purposely.
We don't talk about Pogba neither.
No, we don't talk. We definitely don't talk about the French poodle.
I think right. So Gregory on the inside, man. Good night, buddy. Thanks for joining, man. He's saying it is 9 million rising to 15 for Ghana. Right. He also saying this window itself is at 7, but we needed another right back.
Yeah. We sell Bissaka?
Nah, Bissaka here.
God, boy, we keep him, boy.
Yeah, boy. Phil saying here, play the Bravka in a couple of Europa League games. I feel he gonna mix it up. He will. He didn't trust Heaton, and De Gea go see how the Bravka playing with that football on the ground, and he got an uppy game.
Yeah.
All right. Kurt saying here, such a shame. Don't like the 11 jersey. It's Juju. Yeah, where Jody when we did them. yeah, that 11 jerseys. All them fellas who wear that is spoiled, man. Problems. Yeah. Time to give Anthony 11.
No talk.
And that one Mason when?
Yeah, but Mason get registered, so me and if they will give it or not. I feel you'll get 21. All right. Gregory saying here. From what I understand, Anthony getting 21. Right. Jody saying here, boy, Dan, that door closed on Greenwood, yes?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
Darren saying here, bring Anthony into the starting 11 one time the man wanted this move, like his life depended on it, and yeah, that's what he said in the interview. Eh?
But
He
here
said this-
coming, but here coming in that starting level because he didn't
Nah,
train
here coming.
for a while with
Man,
Ajax. Eh? He
Lama,
don't train for a while. Eh?
so
He
Lama,
gotta come up to-
I wanna say this as with respect to our team and as fans and thing. We have this thing that a man signed and we want him come into the club immediately. Personally, for me, I find that's real disrespectful, especially if a team is performing. If men play nonsense, fine. But if you have players who find in form and playing, what does it say to them that you sign this man and they drop a player tomorrow? What do you think that will do to a man's psyche? And we know how fragile plenty of these players is already. I don't like to see them think. Earn away, your buying you shouldn't be your license to get into the team. You're supposed to earn your way into the team.
I've asked you a question, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Anderson saying here, it is always hard to overhaul a squad in one window. So to get 6 players is a big deal. And then on top of what he's saying here, you get 6 good players because every player that you buy, every player bar the Bravka, everybody is starters. So they're proving you're starting 11. You understand?
That is, you see what you just said? You see what you just said? Reem, that is my thing. You didn't just get 6 players. You get 6 good players.
Yeah. And they're going into first. They're going to challenge for first team places.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jody saying, Chef, you have to realize that Ten Hag looking for a certain type of player, and if he can't get it, he rushing to buy Chopin.
No, but I don't. How do you mean? I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Phil saying here, still got questions about us selling Ghana.
Yeah, that Ghana thing. I ain't no front. That Ghana thing, but them.
Yeah, but we will see what Ten Hag has planned for our midfield.
Yeah.
Both future players and philosophy. Gonna have faith in Ten Hag, Dutch Zidane. Yeah, the baller. Yeah, but I think I spoke on this Ghana thing, and I think the move was better for him.
Yeah.
Right? So, and the fact that he chose to keep Garnacho and Iqbal,
Yeah.
telling that he have a plan for them. Right?
Nah, them youths good, boy.
Gregory and Nico on always on the thing, eh? Nico choosing violence.
No, we're not talking about Martial.
Oh, okay.
After 2 games, to play 2 games and injured for 5.
Yeah, okay. Martinez and Anthony was 130 total in mid-July.
Dan, what? Hey, I realize some of all your men real cheap, you know. All you so does go to buy flowers for all your girl and look to pick hibiscus and spending money on roses, you know.
Chef, the
Man,
point he making.
dog, it's not your money, Dan.
That is not the point. The point
It is the
right.
point. Stop
Here,
getting
check
on
this.
so
Check this.
making.
Check this, Chef, right? Check what he's saying here. If we had gone earlier, right, we would have get 2 players cheaper, which would have been even a bigger bargain.
Hey, that is
Which may have, hear him out, which may have given us more funds. Let me just say that was my budget, right? Would have given
What's
us
the
more
word
funds
you
to
just
spend
said?
on
What is the word you just said?
budget.
No, go back.
Would have? Which one?
Me.
No, but the point
know.
remains. No, but what I'm saying, Chef, is if we get players at a bargain price, right? Chances are it will allow us now to see different areas on the pitch that we might be able to facilitate rather than coming late in the window. Because let me put it like this. Let me say we went for Anthony earlier. Let me say we have gotten these players earlier, over the line earlier. Then now, Ten Hag would have been able to look at the team and say, well, okay, I think we have more time now to look at different areas on the field. But when you bring in these players late, so...
And somebody just said that if Ten Hag wanted other players, he would have definitely gone after them. And that's what you all said.
Yeah,
so,
but remember...
Clearly, I'm going to say is that the young thing we waste time.
Yeah, we waste time on that. Definitely.
Too much.
Gregory saying here, Ajax were moving stingy for their players. Look at how they're moving with Timber.
Yeah,
but still, But I have
That's
a
fine
question
now.
over that. But watch what when Bayern do, but you know Bayern do business with Ajax, and even before the season end, they didn't sign for Ajax for Bayern idea. So how
Yeah.
it
Guys,
is that
Gavin Bach and Mazuari, or whatever his name is.
yeah.
Dan,
So if it is we were so serious in
Bayern
And look at the
need
kind of
players,
small money them get them
small
fellas for,
money,
eh?
no, but real talk though, there's not a club in world football could do business
efficient.
like
No
Bayern
Bayern.
Munich.
Yeah,
Real
very
talk.
efficient. They're very efficient.
Efficient
Them
is
window
not
locking
even
up.
the Dan.
Them
You
window
hear
locking
me
up
just
early.
say German engineering? That
Yeah.
is German engineering
Yeah,
at its
them
best.
window lock off early. You never hear them scrambling
Nah.
deadline transfer.
Deadline
You
day,
see how
yeah, for
long?
real.
You see how
In
long?
the history
You
of
see
I
how
watching
long?
transfers, you never see that.
You see how long? And listen, they don't go after big setup players. They
Yeah.
just go after key positions in the squad. You see how they sign Mane, and Mane fit into the squad seamless.
Yeah, and earlier, everything done early.
Early.
Simeon,
That's
you have
the
anything
level I want me to reach.
to jump in on this?
Yeah, me.
Yeah. I see like you wanted to make a contribution.
I mean, Ajax. I mean, like any other team. I mean, Ajax. Even though they are free the club, they want to win. It ain't like they just making young players to sell. They want to win too. So they have a plan in the beginning of the transfer market to sell what they're going to sell and keep what they're going to keep. So if you wait till later on, you can mess with their plans for the season. Like Martinez, they plan to keep him because he was there near the end. That's why you got to pay more for Martinez. Anthony, we come back rich for Anthony, and like they're like, you know what? We don't sell our plus we're gonna sell. And he's part of the plan, so we ain't gonna tell him unless it's much money. It's like you can't go to clubs and try and grab players this late if you have that relationship with the club. Like we took the coach, we took the. I mean, how much we gonna take from Ajax? You got to see that way. They have big transition, and we want to take all their players, all their
You
coaches.
telling
I mean,
me?
you can't
And
do that.
Manchester fans fine. I should just sit down and say, okay, we bid here. Then because men just forget, Ajax is a big time historically club,
Yeah.
Ajax is
That's
no
right.
joking team,
They're proud.
Chef,
It's a proud
Chef,
team.
I just saying, right, Chef? Same thing with Bayern Munich. If Ten Hag went Bayern, and Ten Hag wanted 6 players from Ajax, the 6
Nah, he wasn't getting 6 from Ajax. He'd
What?
get about 3.
No, long
Nah.
whatever he want, he was getting.
But look at how much players leave Ajax over the window, about 6 or 7 leaving.
That what I'm
And
telling you.
typical Ajax
That
every
what I'm saying.
season.
So if it is a Ten Hag went,
But they don't
to
give
Bayern
one- but they
Ten Hag
don't give
wanted the
one
same
club.
6, they're
But
gone.
on the real though, they don't get one club, all the players and them. Every year they sell it, but they spread it out.
All right.
Bye. Listen, in about 10 years' time, when we selling Anthony for about 300 million, everybody go
In
laugh.
10 years, 300 million. Then you get 32-year-old Chef.
Bye.
Chef.
Nice to show you how big he gonna be.
Oh, yes.
All right, fellas, let me look to get these last set of comments and wrap it, right?
Yep.
Joey saying here, fellas, I'm out there. 3-1 win for Manchester United against Arsenal. We're taking that.
The Juju boy.
Gregory saying here, Anthony is going to fight for his place. I ain't worried.
Yeah.
Darian saying 100 million euros, Chef says it all. Anthony not sitting might not start Sunday, but the man gonna be in that 11 for big games. Ten Hag don't know what Anthony bringing. Yeah. The Avenger on the inside, man. Good night, man. Thanks for joining. He's saying so. McTominay starting over Casemiro weekend. Gregory saying as far as I'm concerned.
We will see. I won't be surprised. As we said earlier, I wouldn't be surprised, but if he does change a winning team, okay.
Oh yeah, let's get to T likes now. We are 27, so just 3 more, right? Gary saying as far as I'm concerned, if men like Grealish, Lukaku, and Darren Núñez is 100 million, why are we coasting for Anthony Price? Let it go. Yeah. he also saying here, at least Ajax had time to get replacements by then. Yeah.
Since
Besides
they didn't
Bayern,
have time.
yeah, but look how quick them
They
come and
really
replace
didn't.
Anthony with
Yeah, them get a player
with
from Atletico.
Sevilla,
Sevilla,
Ocampos.
yeah, Sevilla.
Sevilla.
Yeah, Bayern does tap up players clearly. You see how
Actually.
early they sign players, small money. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Riyadh saying here the Bundesliga is a one-team league. When last anyone else challenged, they'll be on the end of September. I think
But
that's
what
when
have to do with anything though?
the dominance, I guess, the pull for
Yeah,
players to go there and win. Phil saying here, forget Frankie. The next name we should be going for is Jude Bellingham. Bayern midfield
Yeah,
already stuck.
I think for sure that man had to be on top of Manchester going after this.
Yeah.
He ended up at Liverpool list too, eh?
Yeah.
Because Thiago going down in age and injury.
Yeah.
You know, Henderson out for a long while. Keita not happy. So
Henderson and John?
yeah.
Yeah.
I would have to rush and sign Arta today from Juventus.
Oh,
Yeah. Could saying here is
Okay.
only now we moving late
not
for
feeling sorry
players.
for them.
Yeah. But Fergie used to get his players early, albeit bought some, rubbish players. But with Carlos Queiroz, very early. I can't remember Fergie getting all these signings early night.
Fergie, I want to know, I hear me now. Fergie used to be getting players early. Then this is a Manchester tradition. Buying players late.
Yeah. Gregory said here.
Fergie never used to be getting no players early, pal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ten Hag was the glue for that crop of players. They knew players were going to leave eventually. The Litz and the Young weren't cheap sales.
No.
I think they went for club records.
And that must be about 200 million there.
The young was the highest before.
I think that was 80 or something.
Yeah, so Anthony would have brought the young for the highest Eredivisie player.
Yeah.
And you're talking about a man who's not even a striker.
Yeah.
Red saying here Jude Bellingham have an agreement with Klopp. Okay. Kristen saying Rice or Bellingham. I ain't want Rice, we are Casemiro. Right? Everton saying here Jude was supposed to
How
come
many
by us.
seasons Bellingham play on the club?
He never played on the club.
Well, that's what I want to know. What agreement do you have with club?
He have agreement with club to go Liverpool. That's what he's saying.
Okay.
Jude was supposed to come by us since in Birmingham, but as usual we stick. No, we didn't stick. He chose to go Dortmund.
Nah, he chose.
Right.
He made it very public. He wanted to play out of England.
Yeah. Phil saying here, no Rice. I got that in my cupboard already. The Vince saying here, Man United used to wait to build interest and hype. Deadline day views. It a change much.
Yeah. Telling you, it get worse.
Yeah. So fellas, we looking to wrap it. Good 3 points, 5th on the table, and if we win, look at that, 3 wins and we move from bottom to close to top. So
Man.
my hope is that the momentum doesn't leave us. We keep pressing, we keep getting the results, and I go back to that statement Simeon made earlier. While Ten Hag, getting his philosophy imprinted into the team, we still had to win the game. So whether it's 1-0 gritty wins, we have to win because that will give them fellas confidence. They will buy into what Ten Hag trying to do. Even for individual confidence and belief to return. We need to keep winning games, and that momentum. Or if we could go in on a 29-game unbeaten run or a win streak, that could be real good, right?
Wavering.
Let me make Old Trafford a
Let me win
fortress.
about 5 games first now.
Let me make Old Trafford a fortress solid. That is what I want. I want that.
Men are in that tunnel. Men are sort of feel that them butterflies. Not butterflies. Men are feel them needles by in the tunnel.
Let me start with that.
You understand? So, guys, I am hopeful that even against Arsenal. I remember when Arsenal had the invincible season. I remember what team
And we
broke
ended
it. We were the team to end it. You understand? So with all the bumping, Arsenal bumping right now, I have a good feeling that we might be the ones to end that come Sunday. So let's see how it goes.
Hopefully.
Any closing thoughts,
man.
fellas?
Again, I will keep it real short. I want us to make Old Trafford a fortress again. That is
Yeah.
what I want. I want that start from Sunday. From Sunday we already did it against Liverpool. Let we continue it and really started as Sheffield has started instill fear from the tunnel that hey, let we
Yeah.
hope and pray at this for a draw. Teams
Yep.
supposed to come
Yeah,
and open
yeah,
and pray for a draw.
yeah, yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Because supposed to
yeah.
don't know when the watch left, yeah, no, the watch right because I know the benches on the left now. When the watch right, so the watch left. Nah, boy. Let we hope for a draw. Let we fight for a draw. They know it
Yeah.
already. They're coming knowing already defeated. That's what I want.
Yep.
I want us to rebuild that
Back to
fortress
that.
of Old Trafford. Yeah.
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 Phil saying here, forget that 29 game unbeaten or a 5 game unbeaten run. Let we beat Arsenal first this weekend. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Darren
Yeah.
saying 1-0.
Winning is a habit.
Yeah.
I know we want to see United putting a bag on teams, but that wouldn't happen overnight. Let us start with the little 1-0, the 2-0, and build. And I'll tell you something, the first team that we hold on to and put a 5 and 6 on them, you will see how more them results will get easier.
Right.
Just gotta keep on building.
Yeah. Simeon?
I mean, for this next game, I think I don't see us winning the game if we choose the same lineup. I think Arsenal is too talented going forward. They're going to break through eventually. They're going to score one, maybe 2 goals. I think we're going to need a more attacking team that can possess the ball and move the ball through midfield and have some kind of link-up play because Arsenal, I don't see us holding Arsenal to 1 goal or even,
Nah.
I don't see us doing that. So I think we're going to have to be more aggressive with Arsenal.
Yeah.
And the way Arsenal playing, they had that kind of luck with them, even if they go down, they come back and they're scoring and that kind of thing.
Nah,
You know,
Arsenal
that kind of
showing.
run.
Arsenal showing real backbone right now.
Yeah. I'm going to be surprised, but I kind of feeling McTominay and Casemiro for Arsenal. You see.
Me too.
I feel Ericsson could take a little 5.
I
Ericsson
think
playing too
Eric,
much
Eric
football.
will pull out Ericsson and go with and I don't want to say a new age Mac friend, so I will say a Macassi.
Macassi?
Yeah. A Macassi.
We could have a
macaroni.
Frank Cassie. We could have a Frank Cassie in the midfield.
Question. Anybody see Van der, I mean, I know he got in his friends, but everybody sees Van der Beek playing with Casemiro?
Van der Beek will get swept,
Yeah, I could see.
Maybe when he playing Swindon in the cup. When he playing Swindon tongue in the cup.
I was waiting for Nico. I know how much love he have for Van der Beek.
Hey.
Anyway, guys, we had a wrap it, right? We had a wrap it. It was nice, guys. We at the end of the transfer market, so now all it is business. I mean, business start a while, but it had no going back.
Teams will be more settled
Right?
now. Teams will be more settled now.
So we had a play with who we have and we had to make it work. So Ten Hag has to make who he has now work, and he said that until he said who we have now he will use until the next window. All right. So men had to know that no picture men could get sell in January. All right.
Yep.
So
Ronaldo for the game winner Sunday.
Yeah,
That would be nice.
once
That
we
would be
win.
nice.
Once we win. Anderson saying here play Van der Beek. Van der Beek will play in Europa. Yeah. I prefer Castagne or Freddie Miro. All right, so guys, it was nice, Chef Simeon. Thanks for joining Nick and myself on the inside, guys. We will be here again on Sunday. To, review the victory against Arsenal and be in good spirits. I will try to see if I can get Junior on the inside with me, to see if he can stay for 5 minutes just to, but we said Yeah. So guys, have a good night. Thanks for the comments, thanks for the likes, for the shares, everybody. All those in the comment section, we do appreciate it. We can't do this without all you. And it just help the content on the show as well. So we do appreciate it. We go talk to you about fantasy football. 34 likes too, yeah. So we go talk to you about fantasy football next show, right?
I give all you a week lead in fantasy football, and are still coming back and busting ass. Just say it. And give only a week, you know.
Where reach, chef?
Check it. If you're red.
I go check. All right.
Yeah. All right. So last comment goes to the Rejoicing 100 fellas. Good vibes. Yeah, man. We appreciate it.
That's it, this man.
All right. So everybody
Yeah,
have a good
100
night and
100 is in fantasy points, so. How you doing, Jogger?
all right, fellas.
All right.
So have a good night and we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, brother.